Hello folks, Reggie Perrin here and welcome back to the channel. In part 1 we unboxed all of this lot. This is all the Wilko's homebrew kit. I sent off because, well actually I contacted them because they'd left these out of the order that I'd sent, but instead of sending them, guess what they sent me? Another Newcastle brown ale, sweet Newkie brown ale kit. So I ain't complaining, but I had to go out and buy the thermometers anyway. So let's start and let's mount this homebrew up. Right then, as you can see here, I've got a saucepan on the go because I'm boiling up a bit of water. According to the kit, we've got to add 6 pints of boiling water when we add this into our fermenting bit. So let's get this open. We've got the yeast that it comes with. Now I'm putting that in the sink over here because I want this to warm up a little bit. So that's in there. Do you know what? Let's start off with a little slurp. It's so hot again today. My God, it is absolutely roasting. Right, I've had my scissors and can opener in the sanitizer, so I want to get this brewing sugar into that pot of water. Now this is 1 kilogram of brewing sugar. This is recommended as an addition to beer and wine kits for a faster and cleaner fermentation. Contains dextrose monohydrate. Okay, 1 kilogram, 2.2 pound. Now, I've never seen brewing sugar before. What's it now? It's like a very fine powder. Okay then. Right, let's get it in our saucepan. Oh, you know what I should have done? Where is... no. I'll use a stainless steel spoon, I think. Let's put that in the sanitizer for a minute. Okay, now that has almost filled that saucepan. Okay. Got our spoon and we'll give it a stir. It's thickening up quite a lot, this is. Do you know what I think I might do? Get another saucepan on the go for that spray malt. That's what I reckon. I wanted to add the spray malt into this because we've got 2 pints of water in here which will make up 2 parts of that 6 pints that we were supposed to put in. Do you know what? Let's put that in there. Big saucepan. Okay, we've only got this one, so I might add 1 pint to that. So that's going to give us 3 pints in total. We'll let that heat up, okay, because I want to put this spray malt into there. Now this is Munton's, is it, yeah, medium spray malt. Rich malt flavour, ideal for bitters, boosts the beer's natural body and results in a more rounded mellow note to the brew flavour. Okay, and this is malt extract and barley malt. Best before March 2019, and this is 500 grams, 1.1 pound. So we're going to add that when our water's heated up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let that come to the boil. I'm gonna let that come to the boil, but I'm not gonna add it. I'll add it in a second. We'll get our can open and we're gonna take it from there. So I'll be back in a second. So let's add our spray malt. Our water's got up to the boil. It smells malty. Oh. Slow it down, slow it down. Right, let's give this a stir. Okay, our sugar has now totally dissolved in there. So it did come to the boil. I'm going to turn that off. Right, okay. Our malt is a bit lumpy at the moment, and I've made a bit of a mess on the cooker to get the rest of it in. And it smells like a Horlicks type of mix. Okay. Yeah, it loves clumping up, this stuff does. It really does love clumping up. Okay. I think as the water gets hotter, it'll dissolve that, but I also don't want it to burn onto the pan. I mean, I have got a bigger pan and I should have used it. It's in that cupboard. I've only just thought about the bloody thing. Okay. Right, I'm going to turn this down a bit. Let's see if we can't get the rest of this in. Okay, that's the lot of the malt's gone in there. And like I say, that is extremely clumpy. I've seen it on other people's videos, but I didn't realise just how stodgy it'd go. Okay. Right, that's fine as it is. We'll let the heat do its magic. Let's get our tin out of here. That is nice and hot. Woo! Let's get a towel ready. Right, actually, I might move the camera for this, so bear with me, folks. Okay, then, so we have a better camera angle. So let's get this in. Look at that. That is jet black, that is. Okay. Right. Let's give that a little twist and turn it upright. Now I'm going to fill that with boiling hot water, but first let's get our sugar water in there. Like so. Let's get our malt in there. Oh yes, lovely jubbly. Right, that's that. Right, let me fill up that kettle and I'm going to put some hot water in that tin and we're going to get this up to the 6 pints of boiling water as it said in the kit, so back in a second. We've now got the malt in here, the sugar and obviously the sweet Newkie brown, so I want to get this on the go, giving it a good stir as time and motion. Wait for no man. While we're doing that, I've put 2 pints of hot water out of the kettle into that tin. That should get rid of what's left in that tin. I'll be adding it to this in a minute. I just want to make sure that all of that malt and all of that sugar is dissolved into here. So I'll be adding that in a second. Now I'm going to give this a good stir for a couple of minutes, make sure all of that lot's all gone into the water okay. Obviously we'll be putting air into it, then we'll be filling it up to the 23 litre mark with spring water that I've purchased. So we'll be doing that in a second, so stay tuned folks. Right, I've stirred that for a good few minutes now, so what I want to do is add this tin with the rest of the hot water in it, so let's have a little slurp while we're waiting. Oh, lovely job line. Okay, let's get our towel on the go. So this will obviously burn your hands off. Pour that over the lid. And this tin is absolutely roasting. I can feel it through the towel. Okay. Right, that's got a lot out of there, but not all of it. Oh, give me a break. Are you coming? No, you're not coming. I thought that would have totally cleared that tin, but it hasn't. But we've got the majority out. Okay, let's give that another good stir. Now, what I didn't go through was I also got one of these. It's basically a turkey baster, and I thought it'd be good for when we take a sample and use the hydrometer for putting it in there. So I got that. I've also forgotten to put the damn thermometer on, so let's put that to one side for a second. Let's get this thermometer on here. Now it's a pack of 2 this is, and these come in at £3. The baster, that was £1, this was. Come on, get out, will ya? Don't mind that. Okay, that's that, and it works like a suction. It'll suck it up into the tube. We'll put it in there. Job's a good one. Okay. Right, now this goes from 10 degrees Celsius up to 32. And I would have preferred if it would have had Fahrenheit on here as well. But it doesn't. So I want this not all the way down, but pretty much there. Okay. Right, that's our thermometer added. Make sure that's on. And like I say, they do come in a pack of 2, £1.50 a piece, £3 for the both, so. But it's one of them things, you've got to get it. I was going to get a thermometer that you can put in there as well. I might do that at some later stage, but I'm not in that much of a hurry to get that at the moment. And this is looking proper nice. It smells extremely malty. Start adding some of this water. Let's get the bits off the side into there. Now this water, I get this from Asda, and for 5 litres it's only, I think it's £1.06, something like that. Don't cost much. And it is natural mineral water from Cumbria. Okay. Let's give that a stir. What temperature are we on? I think it's gone off the scale because I can't see bugger all on that. And we're looking for, according to the kit, let's have a look, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, 60 to 65 Fahrenheit is what temperature we're looking at. Right, so I'm going to carry on giving this a good stir. I'm going to fill it up to the 23 litre mark. Once we've done that, we'll take a reading with the hydrometer and we'll get our first reading to see what our ABV is. For the kit, it is supposed to come in at 4% ABV. And I think yeah, 4% ABV, but I've seen some people where they've added, I think, half of the amount of malt that I added and 3/4 of the amount of sugar that I added, and it come in at 4.2, something like that, but I was hoping for the 4.7. But we might get better results with the yeast that we've actually got. And when it comes to doing the bottling, I'll be using the finings, and I've also got these carbonation drops. So we'll be putting 2 of them for 500ml into our bottles. So to get a load of air into here, this is the bubbles on it are looking really nice. I will show it you when I've topped this up. So I'm going to crack on with that and I'll be back in a second. Right then folks, we've got that temperature down. I've filled it up to the 23 litre mark. We're going to now pitch the Jervin English Ale yeast, which is this one. Now it says here, formulated to produce exceptional results with rapid fermentation for most beer recipes. Got the temperature down to 22 and it was way above the 32, so let's pitch our yeast in our wort. Lovely jubbly. I'm not going to stir that in. There has been a lot of discussion on whether to stir it or not. I've been on the Jervin website and they've said that you don't really need to do it, so I'm going to give it just a bit of a stir, I think. But like I say, on the website it says that you don't have to do this. But I think I'll feel better for doing it. Oh yeah. So now we've got yeast stuck to the spoon, which is what I didn't want to see. Let's try and get it. Okay, we've got all but a tiny bit of that yeast off there. Okay, so while we're here, I'm going to show you the hydrometer reading. So I'll pause it yet again. Right then, this is the lowest I can get my actual camera down, and I've had this in here for well over an hour because of the bubbles and that, and it's coming in at 1052. That is. I mean, once it stops spinning, let me see if I can get that around. So it's coming up at that reading there. So 1052, if I'm reading that correctly, that is. Okay then, we are almost done. Let's make sure that is all sealed up. Yep, looking good. So we'll fill that up, put a bit of water in there. Like so. Close that up. Hopefully we'll get a bit of fermentation within the next few hours and we'll take it from there. What I wanted to do was though, I wanted to taste this. I mean, it smells extremely malty, that does. That's going to be strong. That is definitely going to be a strong beer. But I think it'll be a good one. time will tell. I mean, like I said, this is our first ever home brew that we've actually made, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be a good one. Part 2, this is. Part 3, I'll just do a couple of little checks. I might wait actually a couple of days and add it to this video where you'll see a bit of the fermentation going on type of thing. I think I might do that. I'll get the parts of the video ready that I can, and I'll probably update it a few days. But yeah, I think we've got a good one there, folks, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to send us a comment and a like, give us a thumbs up and all that good stuff. Leave your comments in the little comments box thing, I don't know what the bloody hell it's called, and I'll get back to you, because like I say, this is new for me, so any tips and advice will be much appreciated. I think our next video after this will be, I won't do one for adding the finings and all that lot, because you add them and then we'll go into the bottling stage, so I think that will be part 3 for the next video. Okay then folks, I've been Reggie Perrin, and time and motion waits for no man. I nearly messed that up. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.